everybody. This is yours truly, Savanya McCoy, and welcome to another edition of Glow Vibes. Today we're going to be talking about living in the present, or showing up for your present and showing up for your now. A lot of times we miss a lot of opportunities simply because we're not present. And we're always looking for the future, not realizing that the future is right in our now. So in order for you to connect with where you're going, you must be present at all times. And in order to be present at all times, you must realize that your now is very important. Your now is where your future lies.
My goodness, don't you remember when you went first to school? You went to kindergarten. And in kindergarten, the idea was to push along so that you could get into first grade, and then push along so that you could get into second grade, third grade, and so on, going up and up. And then you went to high school, and this was a great transition in life. And now the pressure is being put on. You must get ahead. You must go up the grades and finally be good enough to get to college. And then when you get to college, you're still going step by step up to the great moment in which you're ready to go out into the world. And then when you get out into this famous world comes the struggle for success in profession or business. And again, there seems to be a ladder before you, something for which you're reaching all the time. And then, suddenly, when you're about 40 or 45 years old in the middle of life, you wake up one day and say, I've arrived. And by Jove, I feel pretty much the same as I've always felt. In fact, I'm not so sure that I don't feel a little bit cheated. Because you see, you were fooled. You were always living for somewhere where you aren't. And while, as I said, it is of tremendous use for us to be able to look ahead in this way and to plan, there is no use planning for a future, which when you get to it and it becomes a present, you won't be there. You'll be living in some other future which hasn't yet arrived. And so in this way, one is never able actually to inherit and enjoy the fruits of one's action. You can't live at all unless you can live fully now.
I want you to be aware of, what are you feeling? How do you feel? What are you touching? Being in the place or being present in your now really helps you to connect with your senses. And it helps you to master your emotions. It also helps you to realize and recognize certain things that you don't want to create. And that's the whole importance of recognizing your now moment. As you're going out throughout life, as you're going throughout your life, and you're going throughout today, matter of fact, let's try today. Recognize your now. Be aware of the place called now. There's so much things and greatness that can come out of now versus waiting until next year. Because really, that place next year never doesn't exist. And the reason why it doesn't exist, because the only way that it exists is through thought form. Simply because you always say, hey, I'm going to do this year, or we always put our mouth or put words in actions to make it known in the universe, and then we begin to create a shape next year. Versus saying, I'm going to do that right now.